Welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom, and today I'm back at the Mansfield Drive-In Flea Market in Mansfield, Connecticut. Now, let's see what we can find. This radio caught my eye right away. The first thing I thought of when I saw this was that it looks like a 57 Chevy Bel Air. And not surprisingly, it's actually a 1957 Motorola 56L2 portable radio. Now, while they're not made by the same company, they definitely share a lot of the same design elements. It's pretty cool.
At least they're back to normal.
What happened to Flea Market? One or two, I forgot.
I've never heard of this magazine before, Auto Car. It appears to be from about 1958, based on the cars for sale in it. And $1 a piece is a pretty good deal. I'm not a huge car guy, but I love looking at the old ads. It's amazing how different the ads are today versus what they were back then. And we've got the first Hess truck sighting of the day. Someday I think I'll actually buy a Hess truck. If the price is right, I'm going to do it. Here's a nice little collection of cabinet card photographs. These would have come out between the 1860s and about 1900 or so. And don't forget, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Thanks. Ooh, nice. A vintage Michael Jackson keychain. Probably from about 1983, because it looks like they're using the image from the Thriller album, but they've recolored it. And these are old cigarette cards. They would actually come in packs of cigarettes, and the baseball card ones are extremely valuable. The birds and like state flag ones, not so much.
Well, I'm already content for this week. I'm not too worried about today. Because that went okay. He did a good job. It's a very organized auction.
So if you've watched my flea market videos before, you probably know I'm a big fan of Star Wars and Star Trek. So I saw this here. This is a Rawcliffe pewter A-wing from Star Wars. Probably from about 1993, 1994 or so. And used to see these for sale all the time at Hallmark. They usually had a whole display of them at the front of the store. Excuse me, how much is the little Star Wars model?
I have no idea since it's not mine, but I will find out for you.
Oh, okay.
One phone call and we'll give you
Okay.
an answer.
Thanks.
This as it's marked on the box?
Oh, 40?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
No, that's all right. Thanks.
Well, that Star Wars pizza is like $3. But that doesn't
Oh, yeah.
interest you.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
We try.
Yeah, yeah. $40 is probably a little bit more than it's worth. I was only able to find one of them that had sold on eBay, and it sold for about $12. So I probably would have paid up to about
Those
$20
went
for
well.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the TV show.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, I can imagine.
yeah.
Wow.
But that
plugged
never
that in
never
and the
came here.
motor works,
That was
whether
that,
it
yeah, went
actually
on the
clears
internet.
Oh, yeah,
heat.
for sure.
You gotta
I didn't
reach
leave
in.
it on long enough
The
to
audience here.
Yeah.
find out. It's $20.
This is bad. I gotta clear up the frost.
Yeah. Never seen frost before at a flea market. Thanks.
It goes another 3 weeks.
Does it? When's the last date?
Just before Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
3 Sundays from now.
All right. Good to know.
Yep.
Thanks.
And then it starts up at the end of March, weather
Yep.
permitting.
All right. Sounds good.
So,
Looks like I'll be back in March.
going crazy schedule or what? But
At first, I thought this was an old computer game based on Army of Darkness or Evil Dead, but it's actually a board game of some sort.
Giving your stuff away over here. You better hang around and pay attention.
So I'm guessing that they must have set up the night before and left everything out because it was all covered in frost, which I wouldn't think would happen if it had just been sitting there for a few hours, but who knows?
$65.
I'm pretty sure this is a
$300
Bob Dole
for you.
puppet. Never seen one of those before. Yeah.
And I don't have any signal lights. I can't figure that problem out. I've gone through the wiring on this. It's about the only problem I can find with the truck is that something's backed up in the system, but there's no melted wires, there's no cut wires. Nobody hacked it all up. It's not.
Here's a Stereopticon viewer. Basically the late 1800s version of a VR headset. Pretty cool.
Little pins.
Mhm.
Change the light switch.
Some
nothing.
fake bark.
Oh,
I don't know.
lovely.
Yesterday. No, and I worked on it over about 4 weeks. But I work on I won't work on
This is the Hawkins Electrical Guide. It originally came out in 1914.
An electrical
This
guide,
one
I'm
actually
not
says
sure.
copyright
Oh.
1917 and then impression 1927. So I think this is a later printing of it. But it's still pretty cool. It was basically a layman's guide to electrical equipment, new technology, electronics, that type of thing.
1927.
Oh, wow.
Too bad it's missing a couple. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6, 7, 8. Missing 6 and 9.
Yeah.
I always get those things found mixed up. The noises are down there. I grew up in Boston. The other spot that I was in.
Old time clock.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, weighs a ton.
so, and the next not going.
So does anybody know what this robot is here? It kind of reminds me of a Power Ranger toy, but I'm not sure. It kind of also looks like it might be a knockoff. I'm kind of leaning towards a knockoff, but if anybody knows for sure, let me know in the comments.
I haven't been.
Oh, you
adding. It says adding machine, I think. Whatever that is.
Oh.
Portable adding machine.
Huh. Lightning adding.
Yeah.
So this is kind of neat. It says meet the SNJ-3, and it says restricted, U.S. Navy. It looks to be about World War II era, and I'm guessing, assuming it's real, it looks like it was some sort of training guide for new pilots. That would be my best guess. But again, if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. I love the look of these old fans, and I know I've said it before, but I'm just afraid that they're going to burn my house down. You know, wiring that's 70, 80 years old, little sketchy. So this is a space case for action figures, and I looked it up online. I can't figure out if there was actually a line of toys called, like, Space Case, that they were a line of toys, or if it's just a generic case for space toys. Here's more Frost. And I think that's one of the problems with flea markets. When you leave stuff out in the elements for too long, over the years it's just going to all deteriorate. And you see that a lot. A lot of stuff at flea markets ends up having water damage, mold, mildew, that type of thing, just because they're left out pretty much all year
or
round.
AT-AT. This one's seen better days.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is an original Star Wars AT-AT that would have come out in about, I think, 79 or 80, right around the time that Empire Strikes Back came out. That one, like I said, was just in pretty bad condition. This is a Mickey Mouse Magic Kingdom playset from about 1977. It was made by Hasbro, and I never had one like this, but I definitely could have, because it came out right around the time I would have been playing with this type of toy. And this kind of looks like a weird version of Jenga. It's called Careful. And it kind of looks like whoever owned this wasn't very careful with the box.
No. Here's a couple of them.
Hawaii.
And that shit comes out.
I don't know. You should ask.
There's so much great stuff on this table, it's kind of hard to take it all in with it all being spread out like this. But let's see what there is. I like these puffy stickers. They kind of look like a G.I. Joe ripoff.
I'm selling all the plates, the whole stack right there, $10 for all the plates right there.
$10 for all
Everybody
of them?
wants those two, but you gotta buy them all to get those two. Fucking $5,000 for one kid's card, like it's nothing. Like it's not. Listen, when you know how sad it is when you get somebody to pay $5,000 for a '93 Pokemon card, and you take a baseball card from the '50s and you can't even get rid of it. Yeah. All right.
Out of the way and clean my garage so I could clean it good. And
Here's a nice Sony reel-to-reel tape player. Looks like it's from the 70s, just based on the design of it.
I didn't bring any of the bigger pianos.
And I'd really like to have one of these someday. I just would want to make sure it was fully mechanically operational, because I have no ability to fix it if it's broken.
How much for this?
$5.
$5? $10.
Wow, I never knew this movie was on Blu-ray. This is Baby from 1985, and essentially it was a movie about finding, I think it was an island of dinosaurs. And this was obviously a baby brontosaurus or something like that. And it was a terrible movie. I can't believe they actually put it on Blu-ray. I guess it falls into that category of so bad it's good.
Oh, I just noticed this is Starbucks coffee thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Never seen these before. Belt buckles for the Millstone Nuclear Power Station.
Oh,
Northeast Utilities.
wow. Those are strange.
He must have worked there.
Yeah.
Millstone, 1985. I mean, yeah, a belt
Yeah.
buckle. I've never would have imagined.
But you carry all the stuff. Do you carry all the stuff? Yeah, I carry all the stuff. I bet you put stuff in her purse. No, he doesn't, but he's always complaining it's like a suitcase. I have a ton of totes back. Everything you can imagine. You have everything. I have it. Don needs a smaller bag. You need a smaller bag.
Want a duck?
I'm not sure what kind of duck that is. I have a few ducks.
Yeah. Don't know.
You know what kind that is?
Dead.
Yeah, dead duck.
Dead duck.
I don't know, mallard maybe. Hard to say. I've seen a little green.
There's some green on the head.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of taxidermy, personally. It's kind of creepy, I think.
Not so many customers today.
No, it's a lot less than last time I was here.
But
It
it's
was
the kind of weather
packed.
where it could be frost on the ground in the morning, but then later on it's pretty
Yep.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sun feels good.
In fact, there's still frost over there.
Yeah, I've seen frost on a few things. It's weird. Thanks.
She can do that. She can pull the plug out of the wall. I would have messed these up.
These are some nice antique radios. A lot of the times the radios you'll see at flea markets tend to be beat up, in pretty poor condition. But these look like they've probably been restored.
Hey, how are you?
And they're definitely well cared for. Which of course means that they're going to be a lot more expensive.
I'm open to offers.
Okay.
Está bonito, mira, este es chino en este lado aquí, pegado de la guagua.
And this is what happens to comic books when you leave them out in the sun for too long. I wonder how many flea markets these have seen. And now let's take a look inside the barn and see what they've got.
Yeah.
And amazingly, it was actually much, much colder in the barn than it was outside.
Are you vendor here or just a client?
Just walk around.
Oh, okay.
I sell out there once in a while. Like,
Okay.
a year, but
All right.
I need to do more. I buy more stuff than I sell, so it's
Yeah, I was gonna say it's colder in here than it is outside.
no, this is regular sign, so I'll be keeping this. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Who's this is your stuff in here too?
Oh, this is Anna. Anna! I don't know. Anita, go and check.
And I don't think I've ever seen one of these before at a flea market. I think this is called an opaque projector or an episcope. It's basically, from what I can tell, like an antique version of an overhead projector. And based on the design of that one, I'm guessing that's probably from the 50s or 60s. I took a look at this Pac-Man machine the last time I was here, but sadly it's in worse condition now. It looks like the screen is actually coming apart. And that's a shame, because I'm pretty sure that's an original 1980 Pac-Man machine. One of the true classics of the arcade. I love finding boxes full of old Hallmark ornaments, especially if they're Star Wars or Star Trek. But sadly, I didn't see any Star Wars or Star Trek ornaments in this bunch.
Some of them are like $18, $19.
Oh yeah, they get expensive. Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking for that phone you're talking about. Okay, we're right here in the snack bar right now.
It's a giant Pez.
Oh.
I don't think they make Pez that big though to go in there. As far as I know.
One size.
And there you have it. That's the end of part 1 of the Mansfield Drive-In Flea Market from November 2022. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.